Welcome to this video. We will work with this graph. The samples are taken on Antarctica, Lake Vostok, Antarctica, South Pole. So it's about paleoclimatology, Earth systems change through time. We're talking about these changes that are visible here. The latest in the graph is dust. The in between, the green one is carbon dioxide, and this is a temperature curve for 420,000 years, 400,000 years, 420,000 years, starting here. This is the Holocene we are in, and this is the roughly 100,000 years of glacial ice age that we left behind at this point when we switched from glacial to Holocene, roughly 8,000 years ago. And you see that together with the temperature rise, there is a carbon dioxide rise. In this video, we won't discuss which causes what, but anyhow, they are closely associated without being visible, at least in this graph, who causes who and what is the association made of. Anyhow, in this Holocene, with this higher carbon dioxide levels, we have extreme low dust in Antarctica. We have high carbon dioxide because it's a gas, it will spread anyhow, and the temperature is still roughly around 0 degrees, medium, because the samples are made in Antarctica. Okay, by the way, this information is also in Portuguese, but we will work in English. Okay, so we could go further. So again, a live recording doesn't matter a lot. It's obviously has a lot to do with the Haplogroup Tree, with Adam and Eve, not the biblical Adam and Eve. And the Y-DNA tree starts out with A, at least according to consensus. According to us, the tree starts out with Q, but a very ancient Q, of course. According to us, after Q comes C. It's very old. We'll show later. And according to consensus, it is A, B, etc. We claim and have evidence that Amazon Amerinds made climate. They cannot make climate directly. They have to make forests, and a very specific form of forest they have to make with the help of the nature or based on nature, and with the help of certain animals, seed dispersers like a cow, tapir, and so on. With the help, of course, of the species, tree species, plant species, animal species, they make the forest, they make soils, and the soils is the basis for the forests, and the forests make the climate. And we claim makes even a global climate and even feeds the oceans. You will see this in already existing videos and You will see this again in videos in the pipeline. So we claim that since the younger Dryas, to focus on more recent human history, roughly 30,000 years ago, what we call the agricultural hybrids destroyed the climax forests. I'm not talking about the Amazon forest this time, but talking about forests in Eurasia and in North America. So they, by destroying the climax forests, they destroyed the climate and the soils. And we claim here a way to explain that they destroyed all that Amazon Amerinds made. That by this we mean climax forests, because the agriculture hybrids do not really directly destroy the Amazon forest. And then after they destroyed, the agriculture hybrids destroyed climax forests and soils, we come into the Holocene. This destruction causes warming, extreme warming, and that causes that it not causes that is the Holocene. Holocene is nothing more than rising temperatures and rising carbon dioxide without us claiming that it is carbon dioxide that causes the warming. In fact, uh, we prefer to think that it's the destruction of forests and soils that caused the rising of temperature, and that rising of temperature we call Holocene. And because it's warming, gradually the oceans will warm, the water will expand, also ice will melt, and the oceans will rise with a whopping 120 meters, somewhere between 12,000 years. That's already a maximum. It starts earlier, but let's say between 12,000 and 5,000 years ago. So ice ages, at least the ones that we are looking at, come in cycles of roughly 100,000. 100, you see this is a shorter one, this is a longer one, this is a shorter one. Roughly 100,000. So we're looking at 420,000 years. So we see uh, one one period, two periods, three periods, four periods. So we claim that there's no real mechanism behind the ice age and interglacial cycles. Are the Milankovitch cycles, but they are not abrupt, as the temperature is, which doesn't prove they don't work, but we claim there's not enough evidence that it's the Milankovitch cycles that cause the 100,000 year cycles, roughly. And before the 100,000 year cycles, there were 40,000 year cycles, which already proves that it's not one cycle or one mechanism. Or at least it's not a clear cycle. We will talk later about the precession cycles that take 26,000 years and reconnect the ice age cycles and interglacial cycles more to the precession cycles than to the Milankovitch cycles. But that's probably for another video.